Hello, collective. Welcome to my channel. This is Adani back with another reading. Hope you're doing well. Um, so let's see what messages wants to come out for us today. If this is your first time on the channel, please join the tribe by like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm grateful for you. And to my day ones, I'm also grateful to you all that has always been here supporting the channel. Thank you so much. So we just want to I'm going to start off with some angel messages. So I pulled out my Archangel Michael deck just to see if there's something that we need to hear from Archangel Michael. He doesn't show up here all the time, but he's an archangel that I've worked with for a long time. In fact, I started my spiritual journey with him. So I really value communicating with him. Um, so yeah, let's start off with some messages from Archangel Michael. I call on my guides, I call on my angels, my ancestors, I call on um, my high vibrational um, spiritual team to be present. I give thanks. Thank you for protecting us during this reading. Thank you for allowing only the most accurate and clear messages to come through. Allow me to channel these messages for the collective. As we do so, we ask for divine protection over this space, over this reading, over everyone that's watching it, keeping all negativity away, and just allowing the most clear, peaceful, loving messages to come through. I surround myself and this reading with a fiery wall of protection. And outside of that, I surround it with a shield of crystalline purple light that filters only love to come in and repels negativity back to the sender, whoever that's sending it. May they receive what they send. If they send good, may they receive good. If they send bad, they receive bad. This protective shield remains intact, impenetrable. I give thanks. I give thanks and I give thanks because I know it is done. Protection in place. So, and so it is. All right. So let's see what messages wants to come out from Archangel Michael's deck real quick. If you hear snoring, that's my dog under the table. uh, she's a little lazy one. She's so adorable. Archangel Michael, what messages do you want us to know? What messages wants to come through for the collective? What do we need to know right now? Wake you up a bit. There you go. There you go. Ooh. spend more time outdoors. Spend more time outdoors. That's the first card. Thank you, Archangel Michael. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Whoa. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. So spend more time outdoors. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Interesting. Whoa, eternal love. This card doesn't come out all the time. Eternal love. Under the deck, you created this situation and you have the power to change it. Wow, 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 wow. Archangel Michael. I feel your energy strong. See, a lot of people don't know is that Archangel Michael is he's a protector for sure, but they don't, one thing about him that a lot of people don't realize is he's also an archangel for love too, but they never, they never call on him for stuff like that. So we got spend more time outdoors. And the prayer says, thank you for motivating me to spend more time outdoors and for helping me relax and enjoy connecting with nature. And if you can see the card, this person is right by a tree, this angel. Archangel Michael is right by a tree, okay? And he's speaking in nature. So maybe you're at a situation where, you feel, you need some type of guidance or help to decide if you should stay or go. Sometimes if you feel like you just need answers or you need some type of help and or even if you just want to pray, some of the most powerful places to pray is outside. Go to a tree. You can lay your hands on the tree. Even if you're not feeling well, you can just go outside and put your hands on the tree and just, ask Mother Earth to absorb, whatever you're dealing with. You can put your feet on the ground if you're able to put your bare feet in some grass and just visualize, like this white light, like your body has this light all, just within your body, just everywhere. And it's just all of a sudden you feel that light just going from your top of your head all the way down into the earth. That means you're pushing whatever negativity, any sickness, any problems down to the earth for the earth to absorb it. And then you visualize another light. It could be green, it could be purple, whatever light you equate with healing, blue, coming in from the earth up into your body and filling you completely up with this like new fresh energy. That's a very powerful healing thing to do. The next card says it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. And it says, Archangel Michael, what parts of my life do I need to focus on more closely right now? Thank you for helping me hear your answers and for giving me the courage to make healthy changes in my life. So there's a situation that whoever I'm speaking with, is in right now. And Archangel Michael is saying that it's time for you to leave this unhealthy situation. This could be a work situation. This could be love. This could be any type of situation that you're dealing with. And the third card is eternal love. And it says, help me perceive all of the love that surrounds me so that I can feel safe, receiving, expressing, and giving love. So in this situation, if you're able to leave an unhealthy situation, you could actually create or bring in, you know, love, a love that's an equal give and take, where, you and this person are, you know, giving and receiving the same energy, not one person, doing all the receiving and the other person is doing all the giving. And Archangel Michael is saying that you created this situation and you have the power to change it. So you see, he's painting something. So this is a situation that you created, and all things that we're dealing with, we need to always ask ourselves first, what did I do to attract this type of situation? What did I do? And not saying that, you're at fault or anything like that, but it's just good to take accountability, because we do attract certain people, certain situations, that's why you have to watch your thoughts, your mindset. So he's saying you created the situation and you have the power to change it. And it says, thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for reminding me of my personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. So this is given that this has something to do with some type of relationship. But we'll clarify with some tarot cards. This has something to do with a relationship. This is for someone who is thinking about leaving a relationship. I was shuffling and this fell out. That's the Three of Swords. So I could be dealing with someone who's, feeling some pain right now, some disappointments in a situation, or you dealing with someone who's going through this. Okay. And if that situation is unhealthy and there's arguments or whatever, you can just take a walk. You might feel stuck in that situation with the Eight of Swords, like there's no other options. Maybe there's some things that's going on where you just feel left out in the cold, abandoned. It's a situation where there's lack. There's no abundance of growth. There's no love. It's just not thriving anymore. At one point, it was serving you, but it has served its purpose. Everything has a season, and when it's time for that season to be over with, we have to let it go. And sometimes that's a very difficult thing to accept, especially if there's love. I mean, you love this person, you want the best for this person, and you felt that this person was your forever person. This is the Five of Pentacles. It kind of fell out in the reverse. So it's a situation where there's nothing, it can't grow. It can't grow. There's definitely some lack here. There could be financial problems as well. You could be going through something and you don't get the support from this person. You can't even depend on this person. If you notice that you're in a relationship or a job where, you're just always barely making it, you're at paycheck to paycheck, things are not moving, You're working so hard with the Ten of Wands. It's just so much burden. We got the Devil card here. So, and it's toxic. You know, it's just something where you just have to just understand that it's unhealthy. It could be affecting your physical health. You could be, for some of you, you could be living in a place that is affecting your physical health, and you need to leave. So you got the Two of Swords. So this is a tough decision. This is a tough decision that you don't want to face. If you're having a hard time making a decision on, what you should do, you can go in nature. The Hangman under the deck, because you're delaying a situation that doesn't need to be delayed. It's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you stagnant. Maybe you've been at a crossroads for a while trying to decide if this is something that, you should stay or go. But there's fire on your ass right now. So you're going to have to make that decision, shit or get off the pot. For some of you, this could have something to do with your place of work too. Yeah. The Empress. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. So like I said, there's no room for growth there. You are an Empress. There's something more. There's something more, but you cannot grow into this. The Nine of Pentacles. So literally, if you're in a relationship, Nine of Pentacles is someone that's single, but when they're single, they're very abundant. They're creative. Things are flowing. So it's a situation where you just have to take your power back. It's a situation where you have to, it's kind of like a form of self-love. You leaving this unhealthy situation knowing that you deserve better. Knowing your value. We got Taurus and Libra energy. That Devil came out. So with this eternal love and the Devil. So this could be a situation where you just feel like, oh no, I've been with them forever. There's, I love them. They're meant to be my life. Or this is something that they're telling you. But, it's not a healthy attachment. It's very toxic. And that's why it's time to leave an unhealthy situation. Okay? Because this eternal love is with the Devil. And it's so weird that an angel is hugging this person and the Devil is here with this person. So you're dealing with someone that probably has two sides to them. Sometimes they can give you that energy like they're so wonderful, they're so good, and then they have this other side, a dark side that they show you every once in a while. And I'm trying to clear my throat. It's almost like you're not able to speak your truth, to them. You're not able to, be assertive, and this person could be very controlling. Okay, this could be, for some people it's a romantic situation. For some people it's a job. Yes, communication could be really bad, that throat chakra, due to fear, due to not using it, it ends up being blocked. This just opened up on the Emperor, and the Empress is here, okay? So it's really hard to make this decision because you feel like this person is your counterpart. You feel like this person is your other half, okay? But it's almost given like you're in a situation where someone has a wall up, they're not letting you in, and you've been patient with this person, you've been waiting, you've been, trying to work things out, trying to make things work, catering to their needs. you could be the mother of their children for some of you. But Spirit is saying that this is time where you need to, you know, go ahead and see things for what they are. Take the mask off. Maybe y'all had an argument recently that you snatched this person's mask off. It's given like a narcissistic type of energy. Spirit wants you to know that you did attract this situation in. If it's love, you attracted this person in because you did not pay attention to the red flags. You overlooked a lot. You overlooked a lot, forgetting that you're an empress and you lowered yourself to a princess of wands. Okay? But there is some communication coming in very soon that's going to make you have to take some type of action. Yeah. You'll be forced to take some action. Okay? Um, due to this King of Coins that he's very defensive, okay? He's very defensive, very stubborn, and standing their ground. Just be careful with arguments and all these little banter, petty arguments that doesn't get anyone anywhere. Text messaging back and forth, emails that could be, words that you regret saying. So just be careful with your words, okay? Because even the Five of Swords, there is no winners. Arguments that hurt you as well, so just be careful. Going back and forth, maybe you might find out that this person was going back and forth juggling you and someone else, so you're going to be forced to make a decision. Maybe stop settling for the bare minimum and realize that you deserve the whole cup and not some of the cup. So use wisdom at this time. King of Swords. Under the Temperance card, there could be like, maybe you need to call on Archangel Michael. I can say years ago when I went through my breakup of my relationship, it was Archangel Michael that came to my aid. I called on him and he did help me. Okay, so this King of Swords is giving me that Archangel Michael type of energy, that guardian angel that fights for you, that protects you, that guides you. You can call on him for some wisdom, for some guidance, and to cut away with his sword, because he does carry a sword, anything or anyone that's no longer serving your highest good. And just be ready, because he will do it. Okay, so once you call on him to help you cut this devil out of your life, because he does stand on the demon, he will come in. You will start noticing people leaving your life. You will start noticing people leaving your life just out of nowhere. And you're wondering, like, why is this person leaving? They've been my friend for 30 years. Well, clearly that person was not for your highest good. And Archangel Michael cut that person out. That person would just stop. They'll just stop coming around. You won't even, it's weird. Be careful what you manifest. Be careful the words you say. Be careful what your thoughts, because they manifest into things. Archangel Michael's also letting you know that prayer will help this situation. So, like I said, you can pray about this situation. You can go outside and pray. Pray in nature. Go for a nature walk and speak. Have a conversation with your guides, with your angels. They listen with God, with whoever you believe in. They can help you, okay? In this situation, maybe where you feel you don't know which direction you want to take at this point. I'm speaking to someone who is very confused, and also someone that is avoiding the truth. Maybe you're not sure what is the truth and you need some guidance. You're on the right path is peeking out. I see right here on the top, it says you're on the right path. So obvious that you've already been like having the thoughts and the ideas of what you need to do. Whatever your intuition, your gut is telling you, that is the truth. You need to trust it. Some of you need to stand up for yourself and defend yourself against anyone that is trying to oppress you and treat you less than what you deserve to be treated. Okay? We have Capricorn energy here, Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius as well. Be careful with, like, signing any contracts. There could be something that's very binding, so you might want to just, maybe you're gonna be offered like a position at a company, but you definitely need to read the fine lines and make sure that you know what you're signing, okay? Before you sign the dotted line, because there could be something that you don't see that could, you know, you might regret later, okay? It might not be all that you think it is. All that glitters is not gold. You might think it's a higher position, but it might come with some things that you're not so sure of. So you could get it like looked at maybe by legal aid or someone that has, some type of legal background that can tell you if there's anything that you need to watch out for, so you can negotiate your terms. Be careful with gossip, petty talk. So just, don't speak about things to anyone that you do not want repeated, especially at work. Don't confide in anyone. Don't trust anyone, because there's someone that they're very toxic, and they do go out and paint a different picture to other people. So there could be someone that's gossiping around you and spreading information about you, and you need to set your boundaries with the Seven of Wands. Try to set healthy boundaries in relationships as well. If someone is becoming a little bit too clingy, too controlling, too possessive, those are red flags. Okay? Those are red flags. It could also be like a feminine person that is doing this to you, a maternal figure, because this Empress, she's trying to hand this younger person a cup, and the Devil card, you see, she has received the cup. So once you receive this cup, is actually, something that you didn't know, that you've binded yourself to something that you're not really, you might think it's eternal love, but, this person, be careful who you drink from, be careful who you eat from, okay? There could be somebody that's trying to lock you in some type of, they want to have a hold on you. If you do go out with friends, always watch your drinks and things like that, because there's someone that's not of your highest, even the Temperance card, there's cups here being poured. So just be careful with drinks. Maybe if you do have a drinking condition, it's time to leave that unhealthy situation. If you're around people who do push you to, unhealthy habits that are not for your highest good, you might need to let that circle go. Okay? You might need to say, oh no, I'm not having nothing tonight. Thank you. I'm taking a week off. So you need to speak up. You need to use your voice and set boundaries. Okay. So it's time to leave an unhealthy situation, because for some of you, there's eternal love coming in. So it's time to leave whatever situation you're in you're not happy. Maybe you're manifesting love, but you keep allowing the ex, when they send that text message, you respond. You might need to go ahead and block them. You might need to go ahead and close your heart to that situation fully, so you can allow the right person to come in and let this devil move on out. Stop giving them access, is what I'm hearing. Okay? Stop feeling like you need to have this conversation that the conversation never gets anywhere. It never gets anywhere. This person's never going to own up to, what they did. They're not going to tell you what you're waiting to hear. It's not going to happen. This is someone that's very prideful. This is someone that is very defensive, and this is someone that just has a poor way of communicating. So some people you just have to just go ahead and go no contact, just leave that alone. So I do get that for someone. You could get a message that you were accepted in some type of program. For somebody here, it could be like maybe you're trying to get admission in a certain type of school. Um, to specialize in something. You could have applied for a loan, or you could have applied for something. You're going to get some news back that you were accepted. Okay, you might want to keep that information to yourself. Um, you're going to be offered something. Okay, so just make sure you read the terms and ask for what you want. If you do leave a job to another one, this is something that you're going to actually really love, the new job. Okay. So just visualize what you want with this job. Okay. Because you have the power to create it, according to Archangel Michael. So that's the message I got today, guys. I didn't want it to be too long. Ooh, and it was long. 30 minutes is long. It's not going to resonate for everybody, but for whoever it's for, you can just comment down below if it did resonate, okay? Much love, many blessings. Bye-bye.